What's up guys, it's Virtual Beats coming at you live once again in the simulation. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to mix rage vocals with stock plugins. So the way I got this video idea to come together was one of my viewers reached out to me and they're like, hey, I make rage music. Can you show me how to make rage music with stock plugins? So I said, you know what? No worries, I got you. So everything that you see in the video, feel free to, copy it into your own preset for your own voice. And if you would like to download the preset, I'll have it up, a link in the description to download it. It'll only be $1 for the preset, and all the money will go to helping out the channel, putting out kits, etc. But let's get into the cook-up. So I'm gonna play the track, and then we're gonna break down the process how we usually do.
Stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation, yeah. Yo, we're stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation, yeah. Yo, we're stuck in a simulation, stuck up in this reality. Come find me. Enemies be turning them shots and they retreat. What makes you think that you can go and mess with me? Working hard for everything in this life I achieve, but I won't ever let this go. Sending shots up to you, don't. Had to get it on my own. That's how I got in this zone. You rappers be laying prone, thinking that it's gonna grow. You think that you're gonna achieve. You think that you.
All right, so let's get into it. So I first start off with let's start off with the vocals, and then we'll go into effects. So we're gonna mute all the effects. So we're gonna start off with the vocals, and the first thing on the vocal preset, we got a limiter. So the limiter, what this does is it's set to there's a preset right here, and it's noise gate, and basically this preset gets rid of background noise. So this gets rid of a fan that's in the background. This gets rid of just like reflection. It just tries to reduce background noise as much as possible. So this is a necessity, especially if you're somebody that doesn't have room treatment, if you have a loud computer, if you have a loud fan, if you have loud neighbors that make noise in the background, you have somebody cutting grass. This is key. Even if you have an ideal room, it's treated, it's nice, it's good to go, it's still good. You can never be too safe without using a limiter. So this limiter, the way I have it set is, let me go ahead and solo this out real quick, is so it gets all the little air noise in the back.
Stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation. Oh, yeah, we're stuck in a simulation.
And if you put it too high, it's gonna start cutting.
Stuck in a simulation. Oh, yeah, we're stuck in a simulation.
So this line right here is how much you take. So the higher you have it, the more noise you're gonna remove. So usually white noise is usually around this area. You wanna adjust your gain knob or whatever microphone you're using. You wanna make sure you get as much of this as possible. So we're gonna get just the tiny parts.
Stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation.
So it's not choppy, it's not cutting up, none of that. So we got that. On to the next, we got the pitcher. So this is auto-tune, built-in FL pitcher. So the way we go about using pitcher is you go right here to set the key, and then once the key is set, right here, you adjust it. The lower the number, the higher the auto-tune. The higher the number, the less auto-tune. So you really want to experiment with this. We all have different voices, unique voices, so you want to go higher depending on how much auto-tune you want, and lower. So I put it to 80 because 80 is a sweet spot. That's good for me. And right here, this is just for tone. So if you have a deep male voice like mine, you can go here. If you want to go for a higher voice, you switch it here. If you're not sure, then you could just leave it in the middle. But I usually keep it here in the middle. And that's pretty much it. Once you got the key of your song, this is good. You can tune it. Moving this knob will make the vocals a deeper pitch when it's in the negatives, and then higher pitch when it's in the positive. So let me show you an example.
Stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation. Oh, yeah, we're stuck in a simulation.
So I'm gonna just keep it at 0 because that's good.
Stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation.
And this is the speed of how fast auto-tune works. So if you have it slow,
Stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation. Oh, yeah, we're stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation. Yeah, we're stuck in a simulation.
So I kept it fast. You can, it's all your preference. You want to go fast, medium, you want to go slow. It's all on what you like. So I set it like that. Then next we got the EQ. So what this EQ does is it gets rid of all the harsh frequencies. So let me show you how I set this up by pulling up another EQ. All right, so let me show you how I got here because it might look confusing for some people. So what I do is I right click this, go to type, go to high pass, turn these little knobs right here at the bottom corner, and I turn them all down, all of them except the first and the last one. So what I do with this now is I get rid of the bass frequency. So let me go ahead, put this right here. So I use this, and I use this EQ to sweep the bass, because when you have vocals on a beat and you don't EQ the bass, it collides. It doesn't sit well on the beat. It doesn't sit well in the mix. So what I'm doing is I'm getting rid of bass frequencies. It's different for every song. It's different for every voice. So you just want to move this to the right until you sound, the more you do it, the more radio it's going to sound. So if I go all the way over here,
stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation.
It's going to be like it's a radio. So I want to just go far enough to where it just gets that little bass tone out the way. So let me see.
Stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation. Oh, yeah, we're stuck in a simulation, stuck.
All right. And then now there's these dots right here. I'll zoom into it for the video. And you can get a sharper cut. So I usually go right here, 3 dots or 4 dots. This is grabbing it and dragging down. So 3 dots right here. Then play it back.
Stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation. Oh, yeah, we're stuck in a simulation.
Then next, what you want to do is you want to cut frequencies. So what cutting the frequencies is, or what it means for people that don't know, is basically you're dragging up these knobs, and you have to have so if you drag up the knobs without moving these all over, it's going to look like this. That's why I said lower these all the way down. But what cutting the frequencies means, what it does is when you spit vocals down and you're rapping, you're going to have these tones, especially if you have a low end mic, and these are going to be the annoying frequencies, and what you want to do is you want to sweep them and get rid of them. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and play it. And what I do is I'm going to raise this knob up and just do a quick sweep.
Stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation.
So there we go. We got one right there. So I'm going to just drag that down. And you just drag it down to how much you'd like.
Stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation. Oh, yeah, we're stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation.
So what I like to do, a good rule of thumb, is the 2 will not pass the 1 or the 3. The 3 will not pass the 2 or the 4. The 4 will not pass the 3 or the 5, and so on. So you can sweep like this.
Stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation. Oh, yeah, we're stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation. Yeah, we're stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation. Yeah, we're stuck in a simulation.
And there you go. You sweep it. So now we'll compare it. So this is the original.
Stuck in a simulation.
And then with it on.
Stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation.
It's cleaner. But the way I cut it for mine is, we'll see right here. I I didn't do too much cutting. I just did, I think this is a steep 6. Let me see, type, order, oh, steep 8. I did a steep 8 for this and didn't mess with it. And then I lowered this down and, you know, sweeped it from right to left and brought the bass tones in, and there we go. And then we got another EQ right up after that, right after the first EQ, we got another EQ. And this EQ right here is to boost the frequencies that you just, you know, you suppressed, you got rid of. So you want to boost to have more clarity. So 6 and 7 is brightness, and 5 is to be heard more, understand more. So I'll put a EQ chart right here so you can get a, you know, visual representation of how the EQ works, how, you know, certain tones are and where they are on the parametric EQ. So this is how I did it. I put the 6 and 7 up for more brightness. So this is without it.
Stuck in the simulations.
And this is with it.
Stuck in the simulation. Stuck in the simulation.
And you're probably thinking, oh, it sounds less bassy. I went in there and I cut more bass out. You can keep it. You can, you know, it's all preference. So I wanted more bass with this. I wanted, you know, double cut the bass. We did that. And then now I added a compressor. So this compressor right here basically gets it hitting, gets it loud, gets it nice, gets it sitting on the mix. And you can copy these settings right here. And then we add Maximus, and you can, this is to de-ess it, so you can go to presets, de-esser, narrowband. You select that, this will load up, and then boom, you got a de-esser. So now it's gonna sound like this.
Stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation. Oh, yeah, we're stuck in a simulation.
Compared to this.
Stuck in a simulation. Stuck in a simulation.
So as you're doing all these changes, your volume knob is gonna be, so it's gonna probably be louder for you. So let me see. Let me reset this. It's gonna be this loud.
Stuck in a simulation. Stuck in a simulation.
As you're changing these, doing, you know, all these effects, you want to make sure that you're not really going over 6, because if you're going over the 6 right here, your vocals are gonna peak. They're gonna be loud. They're not gonna sit on the beat properly. It's gonna be a mess. So the next thing I added is effects. So I added a distortion. I wanted the distortion on the vocal to give it that nice, like, you know, raspiness. So we got distortion right here. I used a preset right here, something oomph, and that's what it sounds like without it.
Stuck in a simulation.
And then with it on,
Stuck in a simulation. Stuck in a simulation.
gives it that nice, you know, electric, you know, it's distorting, but it's not, you know, ear raping you. Then I added fruity chorus. You can copy these settings down if you like. And this gives it that, you know, wideness, that space aesthetic. It gives it that, you know, fullerness. So this is without it.
Stuck in a simulation.
And then with it.
Stuck in a simulation. Stuck in a simulation. Oh, yeah, we're stuck in a simulation.
And then I added on top of all that a sound goodizer to bring up the tones. You can mess around with these. Sometimes it's C, sometimes it's B. You really want to just choose the best one for you. For this one, I chose D. So this is without it.
Stuck in a simulation.
And then with it.
Stuck in a simulation. Stuck in a simulation. Oh, yeah, we're stuck in a simulation.
And then I for the next mixer track, I added reverb, and then the one after is delay. So this one is, so after the main vocals, I put a reverb in a separate mixer track and the delay in a separate mixer track. So it just makes it, it's just better. You have more room to add stuff in these slots, and you can really, you know, go in with the reverb and do some crazy stuff to it. So to do that, if you are not new to routing, what I recommend is, so it's gonna look like this. So you're gonna have your track right here routed to here, So you just click highlight this, it'll be green. You click the arrow, boom. So I got it, one reverb and one delay. Okay, so the reverb right here, these are my reverb settings. If you want to copy them, and just made a big, wide reverb, so it sounds, without it sounds like this.
Stuck in a simulation, stuck.
And then with the reverb,
Stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation. Ooh, yeah, we're stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation.
and with it on a separate track, you can just control the knob how much you want.
Stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation. Ooh, yeah, we're stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation. Yeah.
So I have mine at 64% for anybody that wants to copy the settings. And then we have the delay. So these are my delay settings. Same thing for the reverb. You want to copy these, go ahead. But same thing for the reverb. It has its own state, it's routed. And these are all to the master. This is to the master too. I'm routing it to here, here, and then the master. So without delay.
Stuck in a simulation.
And then with delay.
Stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation.
And then after that, it's leveled up.
Stuck in a simulation.
Making sure it's not going over 6. Getting it close to 6 without going over 6 so it doesn't peak. And then we're going to play it back. So now, here we go.
Stuck in a simulation, yeah. Yo, we're stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation, stuck in a simulation, yeah. Yo, we're stuck in a simulation, stuck up in this reality. Come find me. Enemies be turning them shots and they retreat. What makes you think that you can go and mess with me? Working hard for everything in this life I achieve.
And yeah, that's really it. That's really what it comes down to. So I'm gonna be putting this preset on my BeatStars for $1. You don't have to, buy it. You can easily just copy it like this. But if you want to support the channel, show love, cop the preset for $1. It's gonna be link in the description. And if any of you guys got any more videos that you guys want to request, you guys want to learn how to, do sad boy vocals, you want to know how to do distortion vocals, you want to learn automations or anything, it doesn't even have to regard vocals. It could be beats, sampling, etc., mastering. Just leave a comment. Check out the Discord community. I have over 100 members, working hard, constantly dropping music, constantly dropping drum kits, constantly giving you feedback on your projects. And we're just, out here supporting each other. So if that's something you want to be a part of, feel free to join. Link in the description below. And this is Virtual Beats. I'm signing out of the simulation.
Stuck up in this reality, come find me. Enemies be turning them shots and they retreat. What makes you think that you can go and mess with me? Working hard for everything in this life I achieve, but I won't ever let this go. Sending shots up to you, don't. Had to get it on my own. That's how I got in this zone. You rappers be laying prone.